Okay, this shows that we are recording. We're rolling, and we should be good to roll. One never knows. We'll get this thing going down the hill. As I've said many times, has a turning radius like an oil tanker. And then I head right into an uphill section of street with a lot of people coming along at any one time. So, been a while since I was on the bike. That seems to be a constant refrain with my motorcycle riding lately. But feels okay. I feel fine. Rearview mirrors are rear viewing. She's smooth as butter on a griddle cake. We'll just roll along for a little bit and see what happens. Now what's interesting here is that at Santaluz we've got multiple gates. Santaluz, sacred light. We've got multiple gates that we go through. Not all of them are motorcycle friendly. That's the problem. They are not all motorcycle friendly. Some of them just don't want to acknowledge that there's a motorcycle waiting to turn. Kind of interestingly. And typically then that means that you have to wait for somebody to come up behind you in a car, something large enough to trigger the gate. And depending on where the gate is, we have some more private gates, I guess I'll describe it, at different parts of our community here. And those are, you might end up waiting for a fair bit of time for somebody to come up behind you. And again, given the fact that the Tuono has a turning radius like an oil tanker, and you might have to back out and turn around and go to another gate, one that'll recognize you, and quite often our gates are on inclines with a little bit of a steep hill to negotiate on top of that. It gets just gets a bit more challenging, a bit more time involved, and a little bit just a taffle. Whoa, nice big Halloween guy there, and just a bit more nerve-wracking to get it out and make that happen. So we're going to go over to our main gate today. That's where we're headed. Let's see. I want to catch up to everybody here. We'll probably, possibly, maybe should break this right up into several segments. We'll get up to the gate on this one. We just have to cruise along within our own little community speed limit, which is probably good for me to get rolling along anyway, get my legs back into the position here. An old guy in a tucked sport bike. I've ridden the RSV, and the RSV, the leg position, leg and thigh position is, I don't know if it's any different than it is on the Tuono. You're tucked on the RSV, of course, but you're also tucked on the Tuono. So, not too sure that there's a bunch different there. All right, we're going to miss the sleeping policeman on this one. And we're going to miss the sleeping policeman on this one. But we won't miss this one. And so, therefore, if you haven't been on it in a while, it's it gets a few minutes to get those old hips back together. I'll give a shout out to that gentleman that sent me a note that has had the knees and the hip and is still out there riding. Respect, sir. Respect. Nothing but respect. So, yeah, we're heading over to the main gate here, and we'll see if we can. This one generally is a little more motorcycle friendly, and when it's not, there's more cars coming and going out of it. So that's why I'm selecting to go from this gate here. It used to be that one nearer to our home was motorcycle friendly, but it occurs to me the last time I went up there, and it doesn't have that much traffic going through it, and it occurs to me that the last time I went up there, the darn thing wouldn't acknowledge my presence, and I had to sit there. At least it's a flat surface. I had to sit there for a while, and I was just about ready to back out of there and come back around, and someone pulled up behind me very nicely and triggered the turn. Let's see if this thing senses me. Nope. Wake up. All right. Here's a car behind me. Maybe this will get it. There it goes. The car got it. What am I, chopped liver? That's not right. That ain't right.